Maria.
No. Say welcome
Welcome
to
Meals Maria.
Meals Maria. Welcome to Meals with Maria, as Julian said. And today I have a very special episode for you. I am sharing our top 5, and I feel like I should go backwards. I should have done like 10, 9, 8, 7 and like counted down. But I didn't. I went ahead and I already set up the video and I'm like, wow, I did that backwards. I have our top 5 budget meals for my family to share with you. And this is super fun, and I recommend you do it with your family because I just put down like a list of like all the budget meals that I make, and then we all sat there around the table and then ranked them. And so the kids, it was like a 1 through 5, and so my kids and my husband and we all went around the table and we're like, that I score that a 3, I score that a 5, and then the total ended up being where that ended up on the list, like whether it was 1, 2, 3. So we're actually gonna go anticlimactic, right? We're gonna go from 1 down to 5 in today's video, and then I'll have another video that is 6 through 10 for you coming up. So I'm already filmed all of them, and it was super fun. And the reason that I recommend this to do with your family, it's kind of twofold, but one is so that your family realizes how much they actually enjoy things that are easy to make and inexpensive. Because now the kids are asking for these things like, oh, what was number 2 on our list? What number was that? I like this one. And it's getting them excited about eating things, and it's making it easy for me to cook, and it's getting them excited about things that don't cost a lot of money, which is great. And then I was excited to share this with you because these are just great meal ideas. They're simple. They are things you can make on weeknights, and they aren't going to break the bank. And I'm hoping to give you like a lot of budget-friendly ideas to even go with them if you want to shave down the cost even more. So it's just something that I guess I feel really passionate about, and I was really excited to do. So I'm just very excited to share with you, and I really hope that you enjoy it. You get some great ideas, and I would love to hear if you end up doing like a ranking, what your favorite is down below in the comments. And that would be just super fun to see. Love new ideas. I would love to know if you have like a favorite budget meal that's not on here, that you share with your family. That gets the conversation going, and it actually shares with a lot of other people. So I think that would be just really fun to do with this and enjoy. So we're gonna go to number 1 first, and then we're gonna do 2, 3, 4, 5, and hope you enjoy. Okay, so one of my favorite budget meals is tacos. And as you can see, this is like a plethora of items, but you get ground beef. This actually looks like over a pound, but 4 in a family pack, like $1.99 if you can, but lately the cheapest I've been able to find it is $2.49. So $2.49 for a pound of ground beef. Now you can also supplement and make more by adding refried beans. I don't happen to have any tonight, but that's a great thing to stock up on. You can either make your own by cooking some pinto beans in the, you can just cook them regularly, like dried pinto beans. You could even use canned pinto beans. There's like a million recipes out there. It's basically just like add some garlic and that's it. And you can go fancier, but whatever you want to do. I'll put a pinto beans recipe or a refried beans recipe down below. But generally I just buy like the cans, and they're like 50 cents at Aldi, super cheap. You can add that to your ground beef and your taco seasoning. Now I guess it's like cheaper or better to make it yourself, but these are like 30 something cents at Aldi. So this is what I've been getting lately. I stock up on those, use the Jordan Page method of buy one for now, 2 for later. So I always have plenty of taco seasoning. I happen to have some tortillas. I pretty much always keep these in the fridge. If you watch my videos in the past, you know that. And these I think are from Aldi, but you can get, I think, a 10 pack or a 12 pack at the Dollar Tree for $1. So, or $1.25 if it's changed. Inflation, man. But cheap, keep those in the fridge. They last forever. I happen to have like a block of cheese. Who doesn't have like a random block of cheese and the tiniest amount of shredded cheese here? I have a salsa. Again, I buy these at Aldi. These are like $1.20 something. I think they've gone up. They used to be $1.19. And then so I don't have much left in this one. I think I might have another one in my closet, but 1 for now, 2 for later. Keep that around. I have kind of the remains of some cilantro. We'll see if that's any good, because I'm going to try and make like a little guacamole. I have a couple of avocados. This is like questionable, but guacamole is like perfect for avocados that are kind of on the fritz. Sour cream, always try and have that around on hand. I know that you can get like another smaller container for 89 cents at Aldi. And then taco shells, again, Aldi, these are like 90 something cents. They're less than $1. So buy one for now, 2 for later. I happen to have, oh yeah, the rest of a red onion and some lime, so that will help me with my guacamole. That's totally not necessary. I feel like the key ingredients here is you got your beef, your beef, pull that from the freezer. You need one of these two or both or whatever. So $2.49, another $1, that's $3.49. Plus the taco seasoning, you're like $3.70 something, plus 89 cents. You're at like almost $5, $6. And actually this bar of cheese was from the Dollar Tree, so that's $7. So $7 to feed your entire family. Add a can of refried beans and you can go even crazier and you can feed more people, because I'm feeding 4 people right now, and the kids eat like 2 tacos each, and my husband and I are more like 3 tacos each, and you know, however it works. But you could buy another package of these, you could buy more refried beans, and it fills in really quickly, and you can go up in servings and not spend a lot of extra money. So that is key. Let's get cooking. So tacos ended up ranking number 1 on our top 10 list, and I don't know what it is about them, but it always makes everybody happy, and my kids eat the most food when they eat tacos, which is great. And there's just not much to them. I can do them on any weeknight. You can see that I'm just browning up my ground beef, and then I'm just gonna follow the package on the back. It just says to add some water and then add in the packet, and then at the same time I'm just cooking up my tacos, again according to the instructions on the package. Very, very simple. If you want to do the soft tacos, you can just heat those in the oven too. Because I had that leftover block of Dollar Tree cheese, I just shredded that up myself. I find that oftentimes you can find blocks of cheese for a much better deal than shredded cheese, and just shred it up on your own and it's still just as delicious. And it actually doesn't have like that like flour on it that the shredded cheese does, and I think it melts better. And then here, I'm just gonna make some guacamole. Now, I'll put an awesome recipe, our favorite family recipe for guacamole, in the description box below. But this night, I didn't have time or wasn't paying attention to like making a full-on recipe, but I know the basics. So guacamole is very forgiving like that, which is nice. I thought I was gonna use 2 avocados, and then one of them was like kind of rotten, and you can see this one's actually perfect. So, you know, just going with what I had, and then cut up a little bit of red onion and some cilantro and some lime and a little bit of garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and that's pretty much it. And then I actually like to add in a little bit of the salsa, like whatever we're gonna put on our tacos. I don't know, just added a little extra flavor. It's a very simple way to make it. I often try to find avocados for like 67 cents at Aldi or 99 cents at the store on sale. If they're not at that price, I don't want to have them. So yeah, this is our amazing number 1 budget meal. Everybody absolutely loves it. 5 stars all around. All right, so I had the crock pot going, but it wasn't ready. So good news is I had everything I need for chicken quesadillas, which is on our list of top 10 budget meals. I had cooked up some chicken thighs, and I just put like a little adobo seasoning on them and baked them. And so these are perfect. I'm just gonna cut some meat off of these. And then I've got, these are actually huge, burrito size, so I can make a couple of quesadillas, and that should be plenty, with some cheese, and then really whatever you have. I've got some scallions and some cilantro. I've got black beans if I want them. I got some avocados over here. But if you want to go like super scarce, you can even just go tortilla, cheese. That's it. It's good enough. My husband calls a quesadilla the perfect food, so we're gonna make something up that's really good. So you can see I just diced up my chicken here. Another really inexpensive filling for a quesadilla is black beans, and you can get a can of those for like 50 cents or even cheaper. Go ahead and cook up your own from a large dried bag. It's not that hard, and they last so long. Scallions are another amazing budget thing to keep around. You can see some of that was going like a little bit bad, but you know what? I don't care. Just cut that bad part off, and these will last a while, and they're 99 cents usually. So, you know, get the 99-cent scallion, and you can add that to so many meals. It is so worth it, and it just gives it like that extra flavor. I like it a lot better, I think, in something like this than like a fresh onion. I think that's a little bit harsh. I personally really like cooked onions or scallions more than I would like just like a raw onion. Although if you love raw onion, go for it. I think red onion would actually be very, very good in a quesadilla. Cilantro is another thing I like to keep on hand because it really brightens up any dish, especially something with like a Mexican flair. And again, that's like 99 cents for a huge bunch of cilantro, and you can do so much with it. There are a couple of great ways to make a quesadilla. I personally love to put a little bit of oil and butter in my pan and then place the tortilla down on the hot pan with some cheese and then whatever filling you want. You can see I used my chicken. Hey, that's not like beautiful chicken, but it is delicious. Like chicken thighs are so moist and so delicious, and it's just a really, really good chicken to use as any filling for anything. You can do like a chicken fried rice with that. You can use anything. So I actually had some bacon on hand from like a breakfast I'd cooked up too. And I was like, oh, my husband loves bacon. So I added some bacon in there and some scallions to this one. Lots and lots of that delicious cheddar cheese. And once this was cooked up, I just folded it over, and you'll see that in the next scene where I have all my folded over quesadillas. So this one's for me. I did chicken with scallions and cilantro, and then I actually kind of ran out of cheese because I put a lot of cheese on the kids. So I found a slice of cheddar in the fridge and put that on there. And then I also put some fresh salsa. I love salsa inside of the quesadilla. I really think that that is absolutely delicious. And you can see how crispy this gets on the outside. And then I'm serving this with a cilantro rice. It's just a rice-a-roni. Found this on sale for 99 cents. I always stock up on these when I can. And this was a huge hit. Like the family absolutely loved this. I hadn't had this kind before, but it went really, really well with our quesadillas. And then I did want to mention the other, way you could do a quesadilla is by basically baking it. So you can put all your topping on it, and then it does cut down a little bit on your calories because you don't have any like oil or anything, and you just put it on a baking pan and then place that in the oven and it will cook right up, and then you have a baked quesadilla, and that's very good as well. So you can just see I'm using a pizza cutter to slice these. That's kind of my favorite way to do it. You can use a knife as well. And yeah, perfect food. And it's great because everybody got something they liked. Like I made one for myself, one for my husband, and we kind of actually had a few pieces of each. And then the kids have a cheese quesadilla over there because they didn't want to have anything inside, which is absolutely fine. And that was our meal. We had that with some sour cream and some salsa.
It's heavy. It's for number 5 when it goes into the nether.
Really?
Yeah, these are.
Okay, another one of our favorites is grilled chicken. And I love these boneless, skinless thighs. You can see that this says sale price $2.87, but I know that I actually ordered this on like a promotion that was called a Just For You promotion, and I got it for $1.69 a pound, which I'm still seeing. I'm still seeing the $1.60 something on chicken, boneless, skinless chicken thighs and chicken breasts rarely. So I stocked up on these. You can see that they're still kind of frozen. They're coming out of the freezer. So stock up when you can, put them in the freezer. I know the prices are going to go up a little bit. They'll probably be over $2. We're still looking at $5 for 6 of these, which is pretty good. It can feed our family at least. And $5 for a bunch of chicken is not bad at all. And then I'm just using whatever I have left. So when we do grilled chicken, I might use barbecue sauce, but I might also marinate it. And this just happens to be something that was left from a different salad, and I'm just gonna pour this on there, and that's gonna be my marinade. But you could also do just like olive oil, Italian seasoning. You could do an Italian dressing packet. Those are cheap. And then you could also just get like an Italian dressing from Aldi for like 99 cents. You're looking at $1 for the marinade. You don't have to do anything crazy. I've also many times just cooked it with salt and pepper, and it's delicious. So I put the marinade on these chicken thighs probably at like 11 in the morning, and then we ate around 5. So you just want to let them marinate as long as possible. And then with that, I'm just going to have some rice pilaf, very similar to the rice-a-roni. I found this on sale for 99 cents. I stocked up on it. Just get that cooking. It's super easy. You've seen me use this before. We love this cut corn, just frozen corn. Kiddos love it. I just usually either cook this in the microwave or on the stove according to the directions on the back of the package. Don't read them upside down. It's too hard. And it makes everybody happy. It's easy. And it's cheap. I think that's from like Dollar Tree. spice it up or make it even better with a little bit of butter and salt. You can even go crazy, add some like paprika or smoked paprika or some chili powder and kind of add some sour cream. You can make it like a Mexican street corn. You can make it your own, but we just like the plain corn with the butter and the chicken. This is the kids' plates, and it's a very simple meal, but it makes everybody happy. And those chicken thighs are absolutely delicious. Like, you will not regret having those. Number 4 on our top favorite budget meals are burgers. So I like to buy burger meat on sale for $1.99. Lately it's been $2.49, so I'm searching for the family size packages that I can break up into smaller pieces and put in my freezer. If you take one of those out, it still makes delicious burgers on the grill. So I'm just making patties. Now, when you're making burger patties, the key is do not like smoosh them around like a bunch of times. You want to keep them pretty loose, because if you mush it up and like make it like really like a tight burger, I guess, then it's gonna be hard and not as delicious. You really want that space in there so that the fat can kind of like sit within the burger, and honestly the fat is what makes it taste so good. So don't be like, oh, it needs to be so lean and I'll get all that fat out and smush the fat out. That is the flavor. The fat is the flavor. So just salt and pepper them, and then I do put like a little thumb mark in the middle, because that will again help that fat to kind of well up in the burger and keep it inside, and that's what makes it juicy. Now with our burgers, I have some cheddar. You can see that's from Aldi. You got all the fixings, mustard, ketchup, mayonnaise. If you want to have lettuce and tomato, go ahead. But honestly, we like to just cook our burgers and just eat them with toppings, and that is it. Very simple. And then these are sweet potatoes from Aldi. I just microwave them and put a little bit of butter and salt on them, and they are absolutely delicious. But you can get like French fries and stuff at the Dollar Tree, and it's really good. So this is an easy meal, and it is amazing. Taking a video. Do you like the burger?
Yes. I like you.
Tommy, what's your favorite food?
Carrots. No. Burgers.
Ranking number 5 is meatloaf. So you can see I have my meat coming out of the freezer. I had defrosted it in the refrigerator. And then you're going to want a half a cup of water and a half a cup of ketchup. And if you don't have ketchup, you can use barbecue sauce. Now, usually I just use an entire box of stuffing mix from Aldi, and that is like 69 or 89 cents, something like that. In this case, I didn't have that stuffing mix. It's the same as stovetop. So if you have stovetop stuffing, just use a box and you're good to go. I had this Pepperidge Farm left over. I used part of it in my $0 dinners the other day. So if you want to check that video out, I'll put that in the description box below. But I needed to use the rest of it. So I'm like, I'm going to use it in my meatloaf today, and it turned out great. So you want to use 2 eggs with that, and that is it. This is my super simple, I think it's like less than 5 ingredient meatloaf. I just added a little bit more because I'm like, oh, we need a little bit more bread, because it wasn't exactly the right amount. I had to guess. But use 1 box of stovetop or the Aldi brand, and you're going to be absolutely fine. And you mix those 2 eggs and the ketchup and the water, and that's it. And this makes a super moist meatloaf. It is so delicious, and it's so easy. Like, it takes no time at all. You can see how fast I put this together. And I just love that I don't have to get out a million ingredients. And I do love also that I don't have to chop onions. I chop onions like all the time, and they are a great budget addition to many meals, but I love that there's no onions in this because it makes it very easy. And so then I'm just putting everything down there, and then this one I actually end up putting a little bit of ketchup and a little bit of barbecue sauce over the top. Again, your choice what you want to do. You can do one or the other, or you can do both, and it still turns out absolutely amazing. You want to bake this at 350 degrees for about 45 to 60 minutes. Kind of depends on your oven. I think I usually do like 50 minutes. And then with that, I'm going to have some frozen peas. So I'm just cooking those according to the package. Yet again, these are so easy and so cheap. We're not making any fancy sides, but these are things my family loves. Like, the kids love steamed green peas. And I think that with meatloaf, you get a little mashed potato going and some peas. It doesn't get any easier than that. It also doesn't get any more delicious than that. Like, that's what I want with my meatloaf. I'm not gonna go with like a fancy, crazy side. I just want simple. So here I'm actually gonna make up some boxed mashed potatoes that I have in my cupboard. I mean, these are so cheap, and I actually got these by accident, but I've been using them because you know what, you gotta use up what you have. And I'm just following the instructions. You've got some butter, some water, some salt, and some milk, and it is as easy as microwaving this. So you just microwave everything that you poured in there, all these ingredients, and then you just mix in your potato flakes, I guess. I'd always call them potato flakes. And it makes up an amazing mashed potato that goes perfectly with your meatloaf. And that does it for my top 5 favorite budget meals of our family. I will have another video coming out shortly that will give the 6 through 10 version, and those meals are just as good. I mean, you wanna watch that because you may like them better than us, right? But they're still great. I mean, top 10 meals, it's a really tight competition. They all had, you know, between 15 and 20 points each. So it's a tight race. So I just want to thank you all so much for watching. Please make sure to like this video, especially if you want to see more like this. I love this top 10 idea, and I kind of want to get into it and see what else I can share that are family favorites, budget friendly. And so make sure to give this video a like so that I know that it is a hit, and then make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you haven't already, because if you're just seeing my videos, you know, randomly here and there, you're going to want to know when I post new stuff, and you're also going to want to know when I post the 6 through 10. So make sure to do that, and don't forget. And I just appreciate you all so very much. I'm going to put another budget meal video up here at the end that I know you're going to enjoy, so you can click right through to that and keep watching some amazing budget content. Thank you all so much, and I will see you very soon.
I've been waiting all my life for someone like you. I would watch the days go by, wasted and blue. I was out of use. Now I